the sun shined through, like Raiders of the Lost Ark, the light came through, the city illuminated. And like 2015, YouTube was just becoming something more. It's the first generation that grew up on YouTube. Like it'd been around for, 9 years and people had a relationship with this platform. And no one was doing anything of any significant production quality. And I had 15 years of experience in making short videos. And I brought all of that to YouTube. And then just the episodic aspect of it. So it was like, make one video of me running around New York City, hanging around with my wife, having lunch, doing something else. And then the video's over and it's like, oh, who's this funny looking guy in New York, whatever. Do that 7 days in a row. And you're like, oh, this is kind of fun. I get to hang out with this guy. Do it 300 days in a row. And it's like, I've become part of your life. And that just snowballs. Like it snowballs in every way. It snowballs algorithmically. And that's what that quantitative explosion was. It snowballs financially because you get paid whatever, call it 1/10 of a cent per view. And that doesn't mean much if you're getting 10 views. But if you're getting 100 million views, the money starts to become substantive. Brands, the kinds of companies you always wanted to work with, maybe 1 out of every 100 creative directors at an agency has seen your videos, but all of a sudden you go from getting 100,000 a month to 100 million a month. And now every creative director has seen your videos. They're like, we want to work with that guy. And it just was, it happened so quick and was so explosive and so exciting and so fun.
Sounds like that was your Anvil moment in some respects, like you'd put in 15 years of work and then your craft and patience had met opportunity in a way. And people might look at those moments and go, oh, that was, that's luck because, but what is the rebuttal to that? What's the like?
They're right. It was luck.
Yeah,
but like luck is, what is it? Luck is where preparation meets opportunity. I had just been preparing myself for that moment for 15 years, and then the opportunity opened up and I was right there. And the truth is, like most of us see opportunity just flies by us all day, every day. We're not ready for it. I was seeking it for that long. And, there's some other circumstances too. My friend Max pointed this out to me when he and I were having a meeting last week, which was like, when I launched that YouTube channel, the daily vlog rather, when I launched that in 2015, I had a show on HBO that they bought for $2 million. I had movies that I produced, 2 of them in the Cannes Film Festival. I won the Cassavetes Award at the Independent Spirit Awards, which was like the Academy Awards for indie films. Like I worked for the New York Times. I made movies for Nike. I had worked for myself at that point in time for 12 years in my own studio. I had by every definition achieved success. But at the exact time I launched that YouTube channel, I was $200,000 in debt, meaning I was more broke then than when I was on welfare getting checks for my kid because I was so deep in debt. Because, the year preceding that, I was invited to MIT as a fellow. And as a high school dropout, it was like no greater honor than to get to go to one of the most prestigious academic institutions on the planet and be invited there. And I remember going there being like, whatever I do on the other side of this is going to be different from what I'm doing now. And what I was doing then was making TV commercials and doing fun stuff like that. I had a good career.